What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we put the real in reality or whatever.
Oh, period.
Yeah. I'm your host, Pharaoh. We are joined by our wonderful co-host, Lee. Lee, how you doing? Oh,
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I thought this
period.
episode was fab.
Period.
I'm really enjoying All Stars. Of course, I have the same critique every episode. Where is the real judgment from the judges?
Clock it. They did it a
I
little
don't even
more.
understand.
Was it this episode they did a little more? I think they did it a little more this episode. Just a little bit.
It's still not. It's still not
It's
how
not
it
enough.
compares to a regular season. But I mean, that's fine. That's not really too big of an issue. But yeah, this season is going really, really well. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like in general. Let's talk about some other Drag Race news.
Clock
Bob the drag queen is gonna be on the traitors.
that thing.
I am so excited about that because literally, like, I feel like things just fall into place at the right time. Like, just so happened we
Period.
just got into Drag Race. I was binging all of the seasons. I literally just got done watching season 8, like what, a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
Bob is literally already one of my all-time favorites. And look at him on the Traders. I am
Period.
excited. Do you think he's gonna do good over there? Oh, you don't really know much about him
I
yet.
don't know much about him, but honestly, I was surprised at how quickly Peppermint went home. I didn't know what that was about. It just didn't seemed like it was just random, that situation. So I just hope nothing like that happens with Bob. But I don't think it will. Like I feel like drag queens in general would do a little bit good at the Traders because they're still coming from a competition type of show.
Yeah.
And has Bob played All Stars before?
Bob has not played All Stars.
Okay.
The thing is that Monet has played All Stars. They're besties.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, Monet, she's a huge fan of like the Big Brothers, the Survivors, the
Oh, okay.
Traders. Like, so she probably and Bob he gives like I
He'll
feel
be
like
on that
Bob eat
level.
up a Celebrity Big Brother season type
Yeah.
shit. Like he
Okay.
just gives like a naturally social and understanding of strategy type of person. I've never
Okay.
seen him actually do it, but I honestly think that he'd be able to really catch on quickly. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing he could do if he get caught on some peppermint shit. Because
Yeah.
like peppermint, she mainly got caught because okay, Trishella's the only one pushing this thing. She has like this like nothing of evidence, but everyone
Mm-hmm.
is latching onto a name because they don't want to be the first person voted out. So I don't think Bob will fall into that fate because honestly, he's just so charismatic as a person. But I'm
Yeah.
interested to see like what he's gonna give like with the drag because Bob himself is not like this like very 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 femme queen. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, and she definitely I think balances her femininity and masculinity very well. So I'm wondering, like, is she gonna be serving drag all the time? I know when
Mm-hmm.
Miss Fierce Licious, she's a drag queen from Canada's Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
When she did Traders Canada, she like went in and out. But I swear, from because I didn't watch the whole season, but from what I've seen, like she came in as a drag queen, and then like I don't think she dressed up too much more after. It's kind of
Yeah.
how we saw with Alyssa Edwards and the GOAT. Like
Mm-hmm.
Justin, he didn't always dress up as Alyssa. So we're probably gonna get way more Bob outside of drag, which I think is still gonna be good because, like I said, he's such a personable person. I think everyone's gonna
Yeah.
love him.
That's interesting. I'm excited to see him for real. Get into the traders if you haven't got into the traders. Hopefully they consistently get drag queens and they start getting a little more because they've only gotten one on last season and one this season. So it's like hopefully they start casting multiple drag queens because I feel like it would just be fun to see them on that type of show. Period.
No, quite literally. Now that I'm into Drag Race, I want to see drag queens everywhere. I want
Period.
literally Big Brother. I want them to cast a drag queen. How fun would it be if they
That would be
cast
so
a person
fun.
that just for their career like, they dress up in drag, like or just do it in the
Mm-hmm.
house, like every once in a while, like oh I'm in a bus down today with
Yep.
makeup. This is
Yep.
me. Like it's kind of like almost like Gary and BB Canada. I've always
Uh-huh.
said that. Why haven't we had like a Gary archetype in the U.S. version? We haven't even had a trans woman since Audrey. I just kind of wish that, especially when we're having more diversity, I really, really wish they would tap more into
Mm-hmm.
queer diversity, specifically
Yeah.
like POC queer diversity.
Yeah.
But hopefully
I
one day
agree.
we'll get there.
Hopefully, because they very slow. It's a very slow process because they still ain't even getting no age people. Like they ain't getting nothing. So I need
Yeah.
them to really lock in on a lot of these other shows. Really lock it in and start
Yeah.
actually getting a diverse group of people. But
Traders know what they're doing. I feel like moving forward, we're probably gonna get one drag queen per season type
yeah.
shit. Because it's still a few more huge names. Like I gotta see Miss Monet. I
Mm-hmm.
would live for Bianca Del real, child. There's no shade. Or just a lot of the girls. Like, they have so many queens to pick from that they can go to. So I hope they keep that up.
Period. Let's get into the motherfucking episode. So, last episode, Vanjie and Roxy won. And now both of them have 2 benefactress badges because they were both given benefactress badges. Mick gave Vanjie one, and Nina dumbass gave Roxy one. My thing is, Nina, what can you do?
And because and she says in this episode too, like, ooh, like if she goes on to win, that could be because of me. Yeah, girl. Yeah, because she just gave it to Chanel, who can't win to save her life. Unfortunately, it seems like.
Literally,
I definitely feel like she should have had.
And then everything was pointing. Everyone already thought y'all were friends. You was hanging out with her a lot of time. Chanel hasn't won anything. She doesn't seem like she's necessarily just going to beast it out. It made everything pointing to giving it to Chanel. I felt like Nina just wanted to be different, and so she just decided to be different. And it's
Roxy,
like, you done.
Roxy all of a sudden, child. Like I said, I really wish, because episode 2, I came back, I was like, child, I just watched the All Stars 5. So I mean, I just watched All Stars 2. So I know Roxy. She don't necessarily eat it up that much, but child, she didn't turn it around. Okay, she didn't given a badge. Now she didn't won a badge this episode. Like, girl, Roxy's gonna win this damn season,
and it will be unfortunate for me.
Ooh, don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that!
Wait, we need to know. Did Lee get to Simone's season yet?
So no, I just finished season because child, we've been having a lot of shows on our roster, so I have
to get into them.
But I just finished season 12, so I just saw Jada win. I live for Jada Essence. Oh, that's my mother. She reminds me of Pharaoh, since you haven't seen too many seasons. I would compare her to a Tyra, a way more mature, eleganza Tyra. It's like Tyra mixed with like BB and like the style of that area a little bit. She's very and if you saw Shea Coulee, it's similar to Shea as well. That's why I'm on All Stars 5 now. So I'm about to see Shea Coulee win, and she's already eating it up. That's my mother. I live for Shea Coulee. That's why I just realized, like, Ru was really trying to beat the non-black one allegation. He made Monet a twinner on All Stars 4. Evie won 11, Jada won 12, Simone 13, Shea and 5. But the point is, I'm in the black renaissance right now, and I'm living it. And then Bob, he won season, I believe, 8, so it's not too far from the iconology of the black winner. So, and they all eat so bad. So I'm excited. 13 is next.
Period.
So I'm gonna get into Simone. Literally, I feel like by the time this next podcast, I should be there. Don't hold me to it.
But these episodes, it feels like it takes so long for the next episode of Drag Race to come around for some reason. I'm like, damn,
you know what?
It's been forever.
I was saying that, and I remember thinking, like, I don't know how this watch is gonna go without binging it, because I'm so used to just, okay, I want to watch, I want to get to the next one, I want to watch, I want to get to the next episode. Honestly, like, I don't hate it because I like the show. I enjoy the show. A lot of times with some of these miscellaneous shows that aren't like Big Brother or Survivor, it's like sometimes it's like a drag. Honestly, it's like, that gotta come again. Drag Race, it never feels like that. I'm always excited to talk about Drag Race.
Yeah, honestly, same. I didn't have any thoughts. I was just wondering, but it honestly just feels good. When I watch it, I'm excited to watch it. When I'm not watching it, it's like I'm not watching it. It almost felt like too long. I was like, hold on. Right. Where's my dog? But hey, boom. So Nina's regretting giving the badge to Roxy. Her dumb ass shouldn't have did it in the first place. We see Angeria come back in because she had gotten snipped by Roxy and Vanjie. So there was this big kind of, discussion, because Angeria was like, honestly, the first time I didn't feel that bad, but this time, I'm kind of in my feelings because, I done got cut twice. Some other people didn't get cut. And it's like, am I just going to get cut every week? Like, girl, I don't know how.
Almost, girl. Damn
shit. If Roxy has anything to do with it.
Right.
So Roxy basically talks about how it seemed like Angeria was only mad at her and not mad at Vanjie. So she was like, well, it was me. I had my decision because you snipped me, so I snipped you back. And then Vanjie also agreed to it. And Vanjie was like, yeah, I did agree to it. Right. And I guess Roxy was just trying to make her not be mad at her because Angeria seemed a little mad at Roxy.
And honestly, I don't know. Like, Roxy should like it seemed like she took the stance of like, I don't know why she's so mad with me. I
Yeah.
think Andrea was so mad at Roxy. I think Andrea just got snipped. She's annoyed because
She's
it
annoyed.
happened twice in a row. And that's just what it is. So it's
Yeah.
like, girl, you don't gotta like try and come and,
absolve herself from any blame.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, you could just be like, girl, I'm sorry. I had to do what I had to do and move forward. I didn't like all that.
Vanjie did it too. It's like, girl, that wasn't necessary, Roxy.
Yeah, I don't like all that fake shit. No shame. But hey, we move.
Y'all, Pharaoh for the drag though. Oh, we ain't Pharaoh and Lisa Rose. We're out of our drag.
Girl, let me put my wig on. What the fuck?
But y'all, Farrah, she don't like the doll, y'all. She don't like the doll.
And it is not. I'm eventually going to just not like her because she's been pissing me off at every motherfucking turn. Here it's like, okay, girl, it's okay that you wanted to snip and Jerry. Just say that and be a boss ass bitch. But I mean, it wasn't giving boss ass bitch energy. There's no shade, but we moved. Chanel was talking about how Gottmik was accusing them of all working together, and she was like, okay, Chanel, I'm still tripping out on you. Gottmik, I'm still tripping out on you accusing me, Nina, and Nigeria for all working together. Mm-hmm. And then
it seems like is so basically Roxy Vanjie been feeling got Mick head with all of this bullshit. Because when Chanel posed the question, you have
bitches
Roxy
talking,
speaking up, Vanjie speaking up, then Gottmik spoke up. I can't even try to recap.
Basically, Roxy was like, we were discussing the benefactors badges, and the we was actually her, Plastique, and George's. From what I'm understanding, they were discussing the benefactors badges, and out of that discussion, Roxy, in her mind, came to the conclusion that Chanel and Nina would probably give each other a badge, and she told that to Vanjie. And when Vanjie got the information, she asked Gottmik, dang, you think them two working together because they probably just gonna give each other a badge. And that's where Gottmik got the information, and it wraps all back around. And by the time they got done explaining that, because all five of them were talking, Chanel was like, honestly, I don't even care no more.
Honestly, you ate that up because genuinely, while watching it, I was like Chanel. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then George's and Plastique sitting me up here counting 1, Sudoku, bitch. Oh, she playing Sudoku. Stupid.
But no, literally.
Like,
so yeah, this just random shit. People talking shit. But my thing is, it sounds like Roxy doing all the message shit. But no, let me stop.
Like Roxy is bringing the drama. Okay, Roxy.
She is. She's stirring a little bit of those.
I'll give her 10s for that because we could be sitting here bored.
Now that's true. Now that is true.
My thing is though, if you gonna start the shit up, I'm trying to hide your hands.
It just seems so.
I hate that bitch that throw her rock and hide her hands, child. If you gonna start the shit up, Roxy, stand on it. I feel like she stands on it, like or Twitter, because I've been seeing a lot of tweets from Roxy.
Oh, okay.
And
so she has Twitter feed
everything that she's been doing. And I think I like Roxy's like energy because like in her first season, everyone got on her for like quote unquote bullying the winner of that season. And I remember, so many girls, so many people on reality TV, when they come back, they're like, oh, the producers, the editing, they always try to make you be someone you're not. Mm-hmm. And Roxy, she's always said, like, I did say those things. I am not going to come here and say that the edit lied on me. I said those things, but I was in a really bad place at the time. Yeah. So it is what it is. So, like, I just like that she's so real. And I wish I kind of saw that on the screen, because this episode, especially towards the end, I was like, girl,
at every moment, this episode was filled of me being like, okay, she's just being fake. Like, I couldn't get over it. I'm sorry. But anyways, after this, Rue comes in with the Maxi Challenge. And the Teletubbies are here. First of all, I love me some Teletubbies. I used to watch them when I was a little kid, and the little son who was just a baby face.
When I was like babyish, but I don't recall watching them as a toddler.
I love
them, of course.
The Teletubbies so much. It's Tinky Winky, Poe, Dipsy, and Lala. My bitches. Them is my bad bitches for real. And they support the gays.
Period.
The fuck? So yeah, shout out to the Teletubbies for real. I know that's right. I might cosplay as a Teletubby.
Okay.
There was a Poe Teletubby at the cosplay event.
Really?
Yes, I should have got a picture. But I didn't. I was like, they were far away. I was like, I ain't finna go out there. But yeah, so I can start cosplaying as a Teletubby.
I guess.
You don't fuck with it?
I mean, it doesn't feel like that's on theme.
Yeah, there's some things that are just, they just cosplaying the cosplay, and then some people are like more on theme for sure. But yeah, it was fun. But anyways, boom. They have to do a quick dance off. Got Mick eats it up. My thing is, what is Got Mick don't lose? And girl, you know, because some of these girls,
everything. The trans lifeline is paid.
I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, I done forgot some of these girls' foundations, but not the trans lifeline,
girl.
The trans lifeline I know about. If I ever have a trans friend over there, you heard about trans lifeline? Like I'm telling everybody, like I know
They're
about.
They're getting their money.
The fuck. Trust $22,500 to be exact. So the challenge is they're gonna have to work in pairs for this real estate shit. Rue comes in and he's basically like, look, Angeria, since you've been snipped twice, you get to choose the teams. I kind of like this. I kind of like, or at least the previous person who was snipped, you get to choose something for the next round. I fuck with that. You know, it's a way to kind of give them some type of chance. So Angeria was able to choose the teams. And the challenge is to be real estate agent commercials, to make a real estate agent commercial for specific, what are they called? States? Yeah, for specific themes and states. So the themes are Frosty Bits, Alaska, Tumbleweed, Texas, Gator Glades, Florida, and Salem, Massachusetts. Lee, what you wanted to do? You and I.
I feel like we gotta be Texas, girl. Ooh. This ain't Texas.
I'm scared. I'm kind of scared because I'm like, can I do a Texas accent?
Girl, we can do. Girl, we're literally from Texas.
But that don't mean we can do a Texas accent.
No. That's bull, and that's what we call bullshit.
Because we're literally from Texas.
So Texas accent.
I feel like they would, because you got to be exaggerated in drag.
So you want me to mock?
Correct.
My people.
100% is what
we're being regular down south niggas from Texas. We talk.
That's 100% what they would want me to do. They would definitely want us to exaggerate.
I still give sandy cheeks. I'm from Texas.
Okay, you doing good.
I can't. I feel like we just came down from the Piggly Wiggly. Now we finna go play some bingo.
Okay, so sell a house.
Bumpkin. Well, howdy do there. My name is Lisa Rose, and I'm here with Pharaoh Famous, and we're here selling this chateau of a manor right here. See?
if you, I would have lost.
Oh my God, get it together! I'm not trying to be in the bottom.
What's my line?
What's your line?
If you want some horses in the stable, if you have a horse, how you say horse in we got to do another one. Let's do Frosty Bits.
Frosty Bits.
Let's do Salem.
Girl,
I don't want to do
country. I want to do country because we're country. You can do country. I just
gotta talk normal.
That's why I feel like the funniest two were literally Vanjie's and Angeria's because they had the Florida, and then Plastic and Roxy because they had the Texas.
That is true.
And I think your accent is good enough. So you get in your head, Pharaoh. You get in your head, girl.
What's my line? Anyways, so. We see who would have lost that challenge.
Right.
And who would have won.
Get him, Rudy.
Not that giving George's. I could give George. I feel like I could eat George's up. Like, George's don't got shit on me. But I would have, I'm not going to lie. If I was there and those are my options, I would have wanted to do one without an accent because I'm not confident enough in me having a good exaggerated accent. So I would have preferred Frosty Bits or Salem, which
I'm telling you,
me personally,
smart to choose the accent because the accent is 90% of the funny.
I agree.
You have to
I'm a bitch who could be funny regardless.
Okay. Well, give me funny Alaska.
Okay, I can give you funny Frosty Bits Alaska. Okay. I can ship you your Timbers because I got to say you the house. Are you a hoe? Do you not get cold? Because I don't. So definitely bring your ass over here to Frosty Bits, Alaska, where it's cold all the time, hoe. Let's go to Alaska. Okay, so boom. Anyways,
okay.
I look at real quick.
You did.
I look at it was like a theme. Okay, but anyways. So, and then we can low key be holed out because that's what was we gonna.
A hoe never gets cold.
We gonna get into it because they didn't even say that, and they should have because that's what it.
They would ate.
Girl. So the teams were, and let me just pull them up, child, so I can remember. Right. But Angeria chose the teams. She chose Vanjie for herself. I love that decision because it was a comedy challenge. They knew it was a comedy challenge, and Angeria knows that Vanjie is funny, and I feel like they have similar comedy styles in a way, so they can play off of each other for real. Why the fuck Ooh, that was gonna piss me off. Anyways, so Vanjie and Nigeria chose each other, and then she put Plastique with Roxy. I was questioning that decision, but at the end, it's like Loki. We're gonna get into that. Got Mick with Georges and Chanel and Nina together. And honestly, I'm sick of seeing Chanel with Nina because they both boring bitches to me. And it's no shade. But
I was gonna say about like Nigeria's decision. Like I feel like I don't know because what she said literally after picking that she picked everyone who she thought would work best with each other. Fuck all of that.
Fuck all that. You got snipped twice. You should have put if it was me, I would have put the two people who I feel like ain't gonna get nothing, who ain't gonna agree on nothing. I would have put Roxy with Georges because Georges ain't funny at all. I would have put Plastique with Got Mick because Plastique not funny at all, and I would have kept the two lame bitches together because they lame and they wasn't gonna win. Honestly, dead ass. She should have switched the other.
I just know for a fact my ass would have a vendetta against Roxy, so I would have gave her Nina and said work with that bitch.
Honestly, I feel like her and Nina would ate this up because this is comedy.
Maybe.
That's why I would have gave her Georges. I would have gave Roxy Georges.
Nina wasn't the strongest in hers, but she was definitely stronger than Chanel. So.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe you should have gave her Chanel. I would have gave her Chanel.
Oh, she should have gave her Chanel. Chanel or Georges.
You do Chanel. You do Chanel and Roxy.
Boom.
Georges
and Nina and Plastique and Got Mick. All Plastique and Got Mick.
I don't think you do Plastique and Got Mick.
Plastique not funny.
That's too strong of a team. But I feel like Plastique was able to carry her own when she got it. That's what I'm saying. Plastique, I know she's not naturally funny, but she can pull her own. And I feel like with Got Mick, it's like So maybe just put Plastique with Nina again, and then do Chanel and Georges. Yep. Yeah. Chanel and Georges, they would be opposites. They wouldn't understand what the fuck happening. We just saw Got Mick and Nina flock together, and then if you do who else left?
Oh, that would have left Plastique with Roxy. You done fucked up.
I ain't fucked up.
Child, seems hard.
It seems confusing.
Yeah. I personally would give Roxy Georges. Because
Nina and Roxy. No. Chanel and Roxy.
Okay, boom.
Nina and Got Mick.
Boom.
And
Georges and Plastique.
Georges and Plastique.
They're gonna flop for sure. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, because I don't think Georges and Plastique would have ate this up together.
Anything to make sure the girls lost is what we would have did, and I don't think Nigeria did that. Now, well, I do say that I do think Nigeria should have won regardless. I do actually, but hey,
I'm not gonna lie because you texted me that. So when I was watching them, I feel like in order of funniest, no shade, it is Plastique and Roxy, then Vanjie and Nigeria, then honestly for me, Chanel and Nina, and then I feel like Georges and Plastique was last. I didn't laugh too much. Or Georges and Plastique and Nina and Chanel are kind of on the same level for me. Like the top two was definitely the country girls. Yeah. But I feel like I found myself laughing more at Roxy and Plastique. I thought their accents were funny. I thought the way they were enunciating was hilarious. I liked the little pop-up that Plastique was giving. I don't know. I thought the end result was hilarious. I did.
Dang, I only liked Vanjie and Nigeria's. I did not like Roxy and Plastiques. I didn't. I really, really didn't. I didn't.
Didn't like it at all. You just think one of the funnier than Nigeria and
I actually didn't like it at all. I was like, this is just mid. I didn't hate it. I felt like it was the second best, but I felt like the other two were bad, and I felt like theirs were mid. And then I liked Vanjie and Nigeria's, and I liked Plastique's performance. I actually hated Roxy's performance. I thought she performed terribly.
So you just hate Roxy because Roxy
maybe I feel like I just didn't like her performance. I felt like she wasn't actually that funny. I felt like her accent wasn't actually that good. I don't know.
Oh, now you just don't like it all.
The star of the show was Plastique, 100%.
I feel like they both carried it to me. I don't know, and I feel like definitely when we get into the accent, like. She killed that, like the way she was enunciating some of those words in the accent. Like I don't know,
like it. It wasn't funny to me. I didn't laugh. Dang, well, they would have got two different critiques. I fear. I know that's right. So boom.
What we gonna do with the ranking now? That I think about it. Then
we're gonna have to compromise. But before we got to like the performance, all the videos and shit, they went back to the dressing room or whatever. Or they was in a room, the workroom, working, and Roxy and Plastique were talking about how they didn't understand why people in Florida, people in Texas, in Florida would have this Southern accent because Roxy is from Florida and there's not accents like that in Florida. So she knows why Texas did the Southern accent, but she don't know why Florida did the Southern accent. And Vanjie was like, I'm confused why you're talking about Florida when your when your state was Texas. So I'm confused why you're even saying Florida. I
Vanjie
love
spit
Vanjie.
me with that.
I
Vanjie
love
spit me with that. Why
I
am I talking about
love
Florida?
Vanjie. And honestly, Roxy, I don't get why you're talking about Florida either, baby. Worry about your team. Worry about what y'all are doing. Worry about what's funny for y'all. Worry about what y'all need to do for y'all presentation and what y'all did for y'all presentation, and worry about the makeup you need to put on in the outfit you need to get together. You worried about Florida. Florida has shit to do with you, honestly.
Well,
so I'm glad Vanjie gathered her a little bit real quick and said, I'm wondering why you're talking about
did.
Florida. And then Roxy tried to lie and say, oh, it had nothing to do with your video. I was just talking about Florida in general. No, the fuck you wasn't. You were specifically talking about how they chose that accent. Why are you trying to be fake? And then she tried to gaslit her and say, yeah, you should have knew better. Vanjie, you should have knew better than that.
Yeah, I caught that.
You're insane.
Like, you should know better than that. And it's like, that was a read.
You're insane.
Didn't I check you? That was a check real quick. That's
literally what that was.
She checked her real quick. I feel bad because my girl's fighting. But yeah, no, girl. And then I noticed that. Like, and then Roxy, like, it was kind of dead it. And then Roxy came back. She was like, you know, Vanjie, I wasn't really talking about this. It's like, Roxy, girl, let it go. She's so messy.
Literally.
She's so messy. But also, too, I feel like that's kind of like a her experience type thing, because I mean, I haven't heard anyone talk like Plastique and Roxy, and I live in Texas. Yeah. So it's like, but clearly there are people who probably talk like that here, and same with Florida. Yeah. So, like, it's a southern state.
It is a southern state. But hey, and Vanjie says she lived around people who did talk like that. Vanjie's from Florida as well. That's why it's kind of like, girl, why are you talking? But hey, we moved. Oh shit! What the fuck? This damn
look, you can't read the dog.
I can't talk the dog.
You can't read the dog, baby. Them lights went out.
Girl, I was
Roxy got that nasty karma.
Anyways,
Roxy Andrews karma. It's kind of nasty when you think about it.
Oh, please. So that's when they showed the videos. I do think Nina carried hers, Nina and Chanel's. Didn't like it. I think they did good at real estate, but it wasn't funny. I wasn't super entertained. Chanel wasn't doing that good.
This is just a funny thing I noticed.
What?
Nina was like, it seemed like Chanel was more worried about the look than the actual role. And I was like, so Nina, is that why your looks always be trash? You be focusing on other shit. The challenge. You put your all into the challenge, and then you say whatever for the look.
Like what?
But anyway, I think they all definitely. Hey, I mean, I feel like Chanel, Nina, Plastique, and Got Mixed are way more fashion forward. Mm-hmm. You know, the country girls are going more for a theme, but in general, based off like how they were set up in the video, I like them all, like the scenery, like all of them ate the challenge personally. I would say, like, I don't think
Mick and Georges did terribly
for a normal season. I thought Got Mick and Georges was still. It gave me a chuckle or two. It did. But it didn't give me anything too crazy. Oh, and that's why you mentioned that the critiques were a little bit more in this episode, because didn't Georges kind of tear up because of her?
Yeah, because they critiqued her. But they weren't even on theme. It was like, the whole point was you were supposed to be Frosty Bits, and they didn't give any. I don't even remember what they were talking about, but it wasn't
like cold puns.
It wasn't about being Frosty Bits. They were just saying Frosty Tits instead of Frosty Bits, and they were talking about her Frosty Tits. And it was like they were trying to make jokes off of the term, but it had nothing to do with the theme of what they were. Like, they did terribly, in my opinion. Nothing was about being cold except the very beginning when Georges was acting cold. And it's like, it just, no, I hated it. I really hated it. Oh. Very bad, not funny. Both of them flopped. Chop, bottom, lip sync for your life. Both of them, for real. I felt like Angie and Vanjie, at least Angie and Vanjie made me laugh the most. I do think Roxy and Plastique did good. I thought Plastique did so good because of how little I expected from her. I was excited about that. I wasn't too gagged at Roxy, but I think Roxy did okay. For sure. So those were my thoughts.
So in this week, when we're judging, are we judging them as duos or are we judging them individually?
I think, didn't they win as a duo? How did they win? Duo. Yeah, so we got to judge them as a duo.
I want to judge individually because
we're gonna have to judge them as a duo.
Because some of these looks, it saves some, but not the other. It's no shame.
Well, let's figure it out when we get to the look. So, cover girl, we're on the runway.
Put some bass in your
head to toe.
You know what I learned? On TikTok, you know how when they walk out, they have like the music and they have them joking? Yes. They make them walk the runway twice with the music and without, so they can film the jokes.
Interesting.
Right, it's very interesting.
Wow. I did not know that. So boom, the first look of the night. Well, it wasn't the first look on the episode. And here we
Jeria.
go.
I
Now,
feel like at first when I saw it, I did not live for it. I still don't like the she been paired up with Chanel too much because what is with the one furry arm and one non-arm? I feel like literally if the furry arm was out, I'd be here for it. And then with the theme of this one is day and night, right? So it's like a transition dress. I feel like it was a
Yeah.
nice transition, but I also felt like it was kind of it didn't pizzazz. It didn't wow me.
yeah, I was
And I
very
will say,
underwhelmed.
based off like the looks as well, I can see why Vanjie and Jaira didn't win. Because I feel like for me,
I agree.
you could say the two country girls were close, but I feel like in the look department, you
I
know, they
agree.
kind of got ate up, and we'll get more into that. But in general, I love this for Angeria. Her face is beat. Like, look at her face.
Mhm.
This is one of the best
Her
I've ever
face is
seen her
beat.
face. Like, she looks great. I just don't like the mixed match fabric. I you know, it kind of just throws me off. But literally, face up, neck up.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Yep.
I'm obsessed with.
Yeah, it was a no for me. They talked about her headband. At first, I liked the headband, but then I didn't really when they kind of talked about how it's different print from everything else, and it is. I actually am not a. I like the look. I like both looks a little bit, but neither of them are gagging me, and it's only a little bit. And then I don't like this as a reveal. I feel like this is a very weak reveal.
Very simple reveal.
Very weak
And I
reveal. The top part is the same. Like you didn't even really reveal anything. And then the bottom part, it's like it was a skirt to a skirt with a different print. It's like this wasn't even a reveal for real. And it definitely wasn't day to night. It was day to night. This was night to night. This was 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Like this wasn't nothing at all.
That's not a huge separation from the two looks, which is supposed to be.
If I look twice, I would think she's just wearing the same thing, and it just got longer.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, girl,
not a gag.
I would have to judge these girls individually because, ooh.
Okay, so that's not a gag. Now her partner was Vanjie, so let's look at Vanjie's.
Me and Vanjie.
Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. I liked her look, and I felt like usually with props, you it kind of can get in the way. I think her props really enhanced her look because it kind of told the story a little more. So I wasn't mad at her props. I was like, this is telling me the story because I didn't know anything about Pretty Woman. But with the props, I already just got that Pretty Woman energy. And then when they mentioned Pretty Woman, I was like, oh, she told someone who I didn't even know what it was. I really liked the first look, and I feel like it's a little bit different than what she usually gives. And then I feel like the day to night, it was literally day to night. Like in the movie, this is what she was wearing during the day. She's going shopping. And then at night, this is what she's doing when she's going out. I really liked the drastic change. It was a whole different outfit. She took a hat off so we can now see her hair. I really liked the idea. Now, it was just simple.
And I was going to say that. I think I loved it all, but I think it is just simple. And the thing is with Vanjie is that I feel like she doesn't usually kind of come out here and gives the stunts in the shows. Mm-hmm. So it's like, even when we get like a really great look, it's like, okay, but there's not that extra oomph in it. Like, she looks great. And I always say this about Vanjie, like the face card is always, like, she's a gorgeous girl. Good God. But I just feel like the looks, it doesn't have that exaggerated feel of what drag is supposed to be, especially like this elevated in the show. Because like I feel like from watching from season 1 to now, I'm on All Stars 5. It's like there's a clear separation of what the OG drag is and kind of what it's transforming into. And I'm sure it just elevates and elevates. Like I saw some goddamn screenshots from Drag Race France today, and them bitches over there is woo, like it's really, really. You know, and I think for this one, it was good for the theme. Like she was trying to do a Pretty Woman theme, but I just feel like she boxes herself in sometimes. And it's, especially with the transformation, this is like a personal thing. I enjoyed that like almost everyone's transformation was already part of the overall thing. And the fact that she had to put the props down, take off the thing, it just took me out of it a little bit. But I kind of would have loved if she kind of just like maybe spinned and revealed. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But that's kind of me just being anal. In general, she looks great.
I do agree. I agree with those critiques because everyone that wasn't attached to they're already on their person. I was like, I'm not too big of a fan. Mm-hmm. Next was let's look at Got Mick. Now, I'm not gonna lie, she gagged the fuck out of me because the reveal. It was because the theme was day to night reveal. This was a reveal. The judges were like, they were gagged, and I was gagged too. Like you're not expecting it to be you're not expecting this. You're not. I'm thinking, oh, she's gonna have to take the suit off. No,
and that's what I love about God Mix. She always thinks
loved it.
outside of the box, and it's like it's so
Yes.
campy. But a lot of times with these campy girls, it can give gimmicky, or it can just kind of fall flat. Like I just like she always has this couture eleganza feel to it. Like the hair, the makeup, the way it just is on her body. Like it definitely ate. I feel like I have to give the same slight critique of like, okay, it's a little simple, but the concept in itself is not. It's like
that's what
I wasn't expecting this at all. So it's like I definitely live for this Mick, and girl, she need to get back into this competition, girl, because Roxy finna take it, girl. Roxy finna take it
because it's rigged.
Please, it's not rigged for the doll.
It's like even if Roxy wins the challenge, she shouldn't win the lip sync. Like I'm actually just over it. Like I can't. I don't understand. I really don't. Me personally. Got Mixed partner was who was her partner? Georges. Girl, I wasn't gagged. And this is the thing. I actually like the theme because what she was supposed to be giving, which is what it's not giving, is 70s. If the first outfit was actually like a 70s housewife, it was like a floral dress. Have you seen that 70s? Like from that 70s show with the mom where she wears those floral dresses and it has a bunch of like blue and yellow flowers. And then she has her hair actually done up initially. And then she takes it off and she reveals this in the flapper shit. That would have actually gagged me. But the first look and the second look are basically the same time of the day. Once again, 12 p.m. And this actually both at 12 p.m.
Like, unfortunately, I feel like Georges and Vantage, they get the same critique in the sense that like it's very, very simple. And I feel like for both of them, it's not much elevation from their original season. Like I feel like the reveal look, I feel like I've seen Georges in this in a different color.
Yeah.
It's just now a different hair. And in the first look, it was just this basic white ruffly dress. Like it didn't even
put on some fabric.
It didn't even look elegant. It didn't look like we saw the reveal already forming before you even took it off. So I didn't like this at all from her. And I feel like I don't know what it is. Like she has that breakdown moment of feeling like she's just not doing Ru proud.
And you're not.
I really bad for her in that. Oh my God, you're going to hell. I felt bad for her in that moment because I do live for Georges, but it's so clear that there's a disconnect. And I don't know if it's because it's an all-star, so they're not as competitive. But it's like, it feels like if I'm reviewing the cast, it feels like Chanel is trying to bring her tens with these looks. I know Got Mick is. I feel like Angeria is bringing her all. Yeah. Roxy is hit or miss, but I don't think she's not trying. It almost feels like that Georges and Vanjie are not trying.
Yeah,
because
and that's unfortunate because I genuinely think they're trying hard. I think they're trying harder than the other girls.
It feels like they're playing Drag Race 17, and I feel like. Why doesn't it feel like it's an all-stars? It doesn't feel like they're kind of on the same playing field as some of the other girls. It doesn't. Because it's like, they don't look bad, but there's only 8 girls. So we're easily able to kind of like pinpoint certain things. And I feel like every single week, it's like, I'm not gagging. Like I haven't gagged at Georges at all this season. And I feel bad.
Nope. I just feel like it's, I think they are trying their hardest. And this is what's being produced. And it's like, go back to the drawing board, baby. Please. I want you to succeed. I want you to do better. And so does Ru. But hey, we move. Yeah, Georges got that critique.
This night look would have been okay, at least, if the day look was like anything. You can't even really critique the day look because it's like literally this basic white dress.
Mm-hmm. And they told them about their video as well, and they said their video basically, they were losing it because at first they made some good jokes and then they kind of like just kept making the same type of joke and it was just a dud. And then the looks, Michelle was like, honestly, this don't look day to night to me, but it's cute. And Georgia started crying and it's like, I want y'all to do better. I do, but we'll see. I think they're definitely trying to improve. Georgia always mentions how she's trying to get more comedic because she was struggling with comedy. That's what she said at the beginning of the episode. So I think she's just going to continue to try to improve, and hopefully like being on All Stars next to these kind of beasts can help her learn more and more and more. But this ain't it for me. Next, Roxy Andrews.
And now Roxy, for me, I feel like I always have to give her 10s because she makes it and she let us know every episode that she makes it. And I feel like for these to be homemade gowns from her 2 hands, like that extra perspective, it really eats. Like I didn't like the day look that much, but this was, I feel like, one of the best reveals. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love this like I don't know, is it galaxy, water, nighttime, sky? I don't know what it's giving, but
Yeah.
I'm living for it. I
Yeah.
really am.
Amazing reveal. I love the reveal. I love that she makes it. I'm just not, I guess, I don't know if it's because she makes it or what, but I don't think I'm a fan of her style because this reminds me of the last one she made where you had to paint the white canvas
Yeah.
during the ball. And I didn't like that style of dress either. The fabric just looks to
So you
me
just
like
don't like
icky.
Roxy. You don't like her
I don't think I don't
accent.
think
You
I
don't
don't
like
think I
the
like
way she
Roxy's style.
dressed. You don't like the decisions she
The
made.
thing is, I
That's
actually
no
do.
beef
I
with the
kind of
dog.
like her. I like her personality,
Yeah.
but I don't. I don't love her drag. I really don't. I guess it's just not for my eye. But I can't deny that this is good. This is good. I like the reveal. I love that she made it. It's amazing, and they're both pretty. It's just not my style. So I would definitely say this was still one of the top looks. And honestly, like you said, because of the looks, we know who we giving it to. Honestly, I have no choice. Because next is hold on, wrong person.
Uh,
No, right person. Yes. Oh,
why
mother.
does she always
Why is the face
give it
always beat like
up?
this? The beat is crazy.
This
The
is just
beat
so
is
cunt.
crazy.
This is so cunt. Also, I think one of my more favorite reveals. I just live for like the direction that she always takes with these looks. It always feels like there's something
Yes.
like a traditional aspect to it, and it's always that like plastique, just
Yes.
cuntness to it at the end of the day. I don't
Mhm.
know. I just
She has the best look
she
damn near
serves it
every
to me.
night. Her and Mick all have the best two looks every fucking
Her
night.
and
Like,
Mick, her
God
and Mick are
damn.
carrying the fashion department this season. They are
God damn.
carrying the fashions this
I
season. Like
loved this. And it's
money
like,
well spent.
yes, she was a geisha and then she was a samurai. I love that she had the sword. I love that she had the swords. Like I love
Literally
because
though,
when
that's
she took it
literally
when she
what
took
it
it off,
was.
when she took it off, I was like, oh, okay, just this. And then she brought the swords out, and I was like, oh, you're a samurai. Like you went from a geisha to a samurai. Like that's cunt.
She's so
It's
kind.
and the
She always
reveal was
serves it.
tea and
The body is always tea. The face is always tea. The hair is always
so
laid.
definitely one of the top looks. And Roxy had one of the top looks as well. Next, what is this? The last team? Oh, the flops. I
Oh,
actually I will.
she spent 250K on her race this season, which is more than the prize money. Look,
I
she
know
said she's
that's right,
coming to
Queen.
give it. I live for the dedication though, because other
I
people
do.
is giving, girl, what you spent your money on?
It really truly is. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Like I liked this reveal. I think the best. No, yeah, I think the best because she starts off with a shirt and a skirt, and then that is all still attached to her body, and it still all turns into this dress, which is a totally different design.
Right.
And now it's a dress, and I do like that aspect of it. But other than that, not gagging.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the big thing. It's like she transformed, she started off in an entirely different outfit, like this corporate woman with this skirt and this nice little blouse, and then it just turns her into this elegant gown that she can wear
Mm-hmm.
in a night out. So I don't know, I did live for it. I feel like it's kind of the better version of what Angeria was attempting to do.
I agree.
No shade to my sister. And I do like, I feel like it's kind of on a similar level of what Roxy did as well. The thing with Chanel this season, I feel like she is producing good looks. It's just like it's not good enough. Every week it seems like it's just not the best. It's like it's great. Like she would be safe. Like this entire time, I feel like she would have been safe.
100%.
And I felt like she kind of had the same performance in All Stars 1. Like she had a lot of great looks, but it was never fully at the top for me. She won a few challenges that season, I think probably 3 or 4, but that was mainly because she was paired with Chad Michaels. Chad Michaels is cunt. So I just feel like I would like to see a little bit like just head of the competition for Chanel, but I feel like unfortunately she may never get that because I've never seen like what we've seen got Meek, Plastique give. I've never seen Chanel give.
It's impossible.
So I was just like, girl, are you ever gonna get that top spot? Especially when it comes to fashion.
Yeah.
And the challenges, she does well at the challenges, but like it still is the same. Like it's never necessarily the best.
Yeah.
So.
She's like average at the challenges, average at the thing, or like I guess I wouldn't say average because she's an all-star. She's good at challenges, and there's people great at challenges, and then she's good at the looks, and there's people great at the looks. So it's like you're always second to somebody, and it's like that's unfortunate. But I do think she has one of the best overall. She's one of the best overall queens here. Like she's one of the people who can do both very well. I think she can do challenges and looks very well. And there's some girls who can only do good at the challenges, and some girls who can only do good at the looks. So it's like,
and you kind of also
I'll
get
give
the
her
sense
that.
of like you can tell, like no shade, Chanel, like she's been doing it for a while. Like she has a signature style with her drag that I feel like a lot of the new girls don't necessarily have. I feel like that's another reason why Vanjie and Georges, they lose it for me, because I feel like every girl, especially winner so far, there's something added to their drag looks every time. I'm like, that's her.
Yeah.
And Vanjie, she doesn't give me that at all. Vanjie come out here and somebody else clothes every goddamn runway, it seemed like. But Georges, I will say Georges, she has that of like, that's definitely Georges. It's just it's not
what Georges is
fabulous, you know? So
yeah.
I want her to elevate it a little bit.
I agree. And then her partner, God, this flop. I ain't never seen a bitch allergic to serving like this. What the fuck is this? This bitch look a mess.
It's a message. What does it say? Because I couldn't even read it. God is a drag queen. God is a drag queen. She had a message. You don't respect the message.
I don't give a fuck about a message.
Girl,
truly.
I'm just now seeing the day look for real. Is that supposed to be a nun?
She was a nun at first, and then she went to I don't know.
Pussy tight like a nun.
She went to the clown club at the
it's
night.
Always clownery.
And then God is.
And what's with the hips?
Big ass
furs are under it. The fur on the shoe.
She look like a damn peacock, but not even really. Oh my God, you know what it looked like? Damn,
and this is why the girl needs to be judged individually, because she needs to be at the bottom. They may be at the bottom anyway, honestly. Because this is a mess. This is a mess. And I don't know how Nina continues to get away with this. Look at her. Look at her.
She looks terrible. Like this is why is she even on this season, girl?
And why is none the day look?
Like what? God damn. So, anyways, let's get into
I'm trying to find something I like about it. I kept staring.
There was nothing to find.
And there was nothing there.
I'm finding it. Anyways, let's do these girls in pairs. Because what the fuck? So I think we both agree. Roxy and Plastique are gonna give this win. I would say it's for me. I definitely think they did good enough in the challenge, and then I think their looks carried it for real for me. To me, I would say it's a cunt performance tonight.
I would agree with a cunt performance.
I would say it's a cunt performance. Them looks carried the fuck out of them. They have maybe the two best looks of the night. Like that, them looks carried. It really, really did. Okay, now let's talk about Gottmik and Georges. Wasn't a fan of Georges' looks. Wasn't a fan of either of their performance. Gottmik is the only one carrying them. For me, it's either Child or Chop.
Wow.
I would say Child because
I would put Gottmik in Camp and Georges in Child. But
well, you know what? Let's put. I would put honestly. I would put Georges in Chop and Gottmik in Camp, and that's why they in the middle. I'm gonna put. Honestly, Georges is a Chop for me tonight.
And think it's a Chop.
We was not choppable. I'm wondering.
Like maybe we should wait because I don't think it's a Chop.
I'm wondering what wasn't a Chop though, because the looks were a Chop and the performance was a Chop for me.
Ooh, it looks. Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're strong about a Child, I'll leave her in Child because I love her. But I feel like we can separate them together. I feel like we can separate them, or we'll put Gottmik at the bottom of Camp and Georges at the top of Child because they're still together.
Okay.
But not because I really don't. No shade. Gottmik is just I gotta put her above her. I just do because that was good. That was good. Vanjie and Angeria, the looks did not give. The performance was okay. I kind of want to put them in Child. Now I'm talking about it because I hated the looks. I hated both of their looks. Damn, I don't know, Lee.
Hold on. I'm trying to focus on who the fuck we talking about. I'm trying to think of the look because it's two people. It's like throwing me off.
This Vanjie looks. This Angeria looks. Okay, it's not that bad.
And their performance was good.
I would say Camp. Where they at? I would say where they at.
Yeah, Camp is fine. Because they're mainly about the challenge, and they had one of the best videos.
Yeah, Nina's looks drugged them all the way to top immediately.
And the performance wasn't that good.
The performance wasn't that good. I would maybe Chanel get them to Child.
Chanel and top of Child.
Okay, boom.
And that's why I'm saying we have to separate because if
we just got to separate.
Season, Georges and Nina got to lip sync for their life.
Okay, so then let's separate. So Chanel is above Georges. Everything else is accurate other than that. So let me just put Chanel above Georges. I would keep all of them the same, even with the Vanjie below. God, Mick. Boom. Let's do this. Georges and Nina, lip sync for your life, baby. You know who going home.
It's not important, but I would still put Vanjie back in her spot because it's like challenge, girl. And got
the challenge was good. I keep forgetting about the challenge. The challenge was good.
Girl, who Georges is going? Georges, well, Nina's been out in our drag race.
Who's left in our reality?
But we didn't decide. Did we say Angeria and Chanel would have been?
We said Shantae they both stay low key.
Okay,
that's what we said. I'm agreeing with that. I'm sticking to that.
I just feel like if we agree with that, I mean, we giving too many chances already. But if that's the case, the only people who was out was Nina and Vanjie. Amen. So that means Georges will be forced to go against Chanel. And Chanel out. Chanel will be out.
Thank God. So I'm okay with that. So that would leave everybody except Nina, Chanel, and Vanjie. I'm fucking with that. Now, the judges decided Roxy and Plastique should win. And honestly, I agree with it now that we went through it. But what I don't agree with was they lip sync for their life. What was the song? Super Freaky Girl?
Yeah.
The song was Super Freaky Girl.
I get body, I get the fit.
Now,
I get do all the
I definitely thought at the beginning that Roxy was doing good. She was doing a little... Like, I thought Roxy was doing good at the beginning.
Okay.
But then...
Okay. What the fuck is like a nail? They husk them down.
Barb City. You going to
Gag City?
Child. Roxy was doing good at the beginning, but then honestly, she lost me. There was a point where she was just walking around, and during the time she was losing me, Plastique was starting to serve. You know, she was really giving AK. But then I think Roxy kind of came back a little bit. So for me, I was in between.
For me, Roxy took it out of the gate. She was killing it at first. She was doing like the old school dances, and there was a period in the middle. It was like, girl, you just watching Plastique.
Yep.
And then from that period on, I think Plastique took it. For me, Roxy never took it back as far as performance. Now, if we're talking about the lip sync, and someone else said in the chat, Plastique did not know a single word.
Nope.
It was so bad.
I saw that.
And let me get off my sister, because what she said in Drag Race 11, she just came from over there.
You're right.
She just found out who Beyonce was. She don't know nobody.
But still, she didn't know
no
word.
It's like the performance was great. It's just, girl, you were not. First of
all,
you
definitely weren't lip syncing.
She wasn't necessarily fitting the song with the moves all the way. And then the lip sync wasn't there. I kept looking at her mouth, and it was not giving. She's mouthing. It was not giving. So if the criteria of actually mouthing the correct words, Roxy definitely did do that. But in general, I don't know. Like, I did feel like Plastique ate her
the performance. I feel like Plastique got snubbed.
The lip syncing part, I can see why it's like, I can't give this to her.
Because who beat Plastique the first time when Plastique should have won? Because Plastique should have won a long time ago as well. And then somebody.
Remember, it was like she should be.
Yeah, but Plastique stomped that out that time. I really think she should have won that one. And then this one, it's like, I mean, but because she didn't win the first one, I kind of wanted Plastique to win this one because it's like Roxy. I mean, I guess. And there's no shade. But now Roxy and Plastique both have another benefactor's badges. Roxy has the most, thanks to Nina. Dumb ass. God, you dumb and your looks are bad. Fuck. What's the good qualities? But anyways.
Oh my God.
So Roxy has 3 benefactor's badges now, and she earned some more money for her charity. Damn, what's Roxy's charity? Well, I'm talking. Because all I know is Trans Lifeline. No,
right.
For Miracle of Love for the HIV and AIDS. Shout out to that. Period. I know that's right. So, Roxy has 3. Plastique, Gottmik, and Vanjie all have 2. Angeria and Georges have 1, and Chanel don't got shit.
Oh my God.
She's like not making the finals
at all.
You were going to die in the final. Unfortunately, Roxy has 3. I don't think she.
Why would Naya say that? Your big ass is going to die in a final.
Big ass is crazy, but no. That's the motherfucking episode. It was good.
We didn't get to the snip.
Oh,
The
girl.
dramatic snip.
I didn't want to get to snip. Roxy bitch ass is being
Don't do it. Don't do
she's
it.
being so overly dramatic after doing all this extra shit in the episode. She's being so overly dramatic about having to snip. If you don't want to snip, then give Plastic the win then, since you don't want to snip so fucking bad. She's damn near crying. She's breaking down. She starts tearing up. She's like, I'm just going to randomly do it. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm just going to walk and I'm just going to see. So she closes her eyes, snipping up, walking back and forth. Boom. Mind you, Angeria has already told her how she feels about being snipped, and she ends up accidentally landing on.
Because it's funny, because, like, girl, you set a line up with the girls. So when she closed her eyes and turned around, at first she was like, where's Nina? Where's Nina? Nina's at the end in this ugly-ass Christmas fit, looking a hot mess. Why would she change? Because I realized that, like, they probably changed into their potential lip sync. I don't know why Nina changed, baby. You wasn't winning. You might as well have stayed in your clothes because you was not winning. One. Two, if you did win, why the fuck were you about to lip sync to Super Freaky Girl in a Christmas outfit, bitch? The decisions but she gets all the way to the end. Where Nina that? And she comes back around and stops at Angeria. And she turns around, she's like, Angeria.
No. I can't. And
I was like, I know she's not gonna play in my girl's face, act like she didn't know it was Angeria.
I know.
And I feel like Loki, I'm still not sure what that tea was.
I think she wanted to.
From my knowledge, claiming that it was an accident and she was not gonna step Angeria again, because why would she do that? But at the same time, I almost feel like, and maybe it's just overthinking it. Girl, was you hoping they were just gonna accept it? Yep. But then they started talking too much, and you was like, shit, I can't do it.
Yeah, because Rue was damn near convincing her not to do that. She was
Rue literally said, I mean, there are like six other girls.
Like, you don't have to snip Angeria again, actually. And it's like, honestly, Rue, you should have just made that a rule, because it seems like he's low-key like, hold on, you're not going to keep snipping the same girl. But it's like, yeah. So she decides not to snip her and just snip Gottmik. And it's like, you should have just snipped Gottmik. What the fuck was all of that?
Definitely should have got snipped.
And it should have been an easy decision.
I'm really wondering how this is gonna go, because, like I said, I watched All Stars and it was definitely giving hit or miss for Roxy there. But now she's in the lead, and I think she can produce good enough looks, and she can do good enough at the challenges. I feel like maybe she can keep this lead, especially if Gottmik is on rest for a week.
Yeah.
But I don't know. From what we've seen from the Gottmik so far, I just know she got more in the tank. So it's gonna be hard to beat her. It really is. I still feel like Gottmik is the front runner, but Roxy then took the benefactor's badge lead, child. All because of Nina. Bitch ass.
All because of Nina. Because she wouldn't even be in the lead. If Nina would have gave Chanel one, it would just be a 5-way tie with two benefactors badges. But Nina.
No. Where's your loyalty, Nina? Santa Claus.
Oh.
What, you want to dress up in ho ho ho?
No, she did. She did. All right, boom. Now we'll be back next week to discuss the next episode of Rupaul.
It's a roast.
And it's a roast. They say Gottmik's gonna eat it up. And
she's hilarious like that.
Yeah, she ate up. Didn't she eat up the library? She won the library.
She did. The library was open down. Yeah. Okay, I'm excited.
Very excited.
Damn, and she can't even win. Well, she can't get it.
But she can snip. She better snip Roxy back.
You better snip the fuck out of Roxy.
Girl, get into that. So boom, we'll be back next week for that. We're also covering Total Drama Island, so get into the reboot with us for that. We're finishing up the challenge and the GOAT, so make sure you finish those up with us. And then coming up soon, we will be covering the mole and claim to fame, so definitely get into the rest of our coverage. And we're doing our BB Rewind coverage. If you're into Big Brother, definitely get into the BB Rewind for Big Brother 3 with us, because we're doing a lot, bitch. There's something for everybody. Go watch something else. Thank you for keeping it real with the kingdom. We out.